Here's my tutorial for limiting reactant with nuts and bolts. Let's start off with one of the easy ones. Now this means need, have, how many times can we push it through? What will you really use? And then what's left over? First, we have to balance it though. That's probably where we should start. So 10 nuts go in, that means 10 nuts come out, but nuts is in two plates. So let's just leave that for now. 4 bolts go in. That means 4 need to come out. That means I need 2 sets of 2 to make 4. So this has got to be 2. Let's double check about the washers. 4 washers go in and 2 sets of 2 come out, and that's 4. So that works. How many nuts do we need? 10. How many do we have currently? 2 sets of 2 is 4. That means I need 6 more, and that is 3 sets of 2. So every time I run this, I need 10 and 4 and 4. 10 and 4 and 4. I have 25 and 15 and 10. How many times can I push this through? How many 10s can I push through if I have 25? I can only do it twice because then I would hit 20. To go 3 pushes, I would need 30, and I don't have it. So I can only push 10 through twice if I have 25. How many times can I push 4 through on 15? That is 3, and I would use 12. How many times can I push 4 through 10? And that's 2, because 2 sets of 4 would give me 8, and then I can't go on. Here's a main point of the whole thing. You can only push through, realistically, the least number of times that you just said here. So all the bigger ones, you got to cross out and put the lower one. So my 3 is unrealistic, and I'm going to only be able to use this push it all through twice. Nature will push these chemical reactions as far as it can, and we just discovered it can only push it twice in our fake scenario here. So when it pushes it twice, you would use 2 sets of 10, which is 20, but you had 25, and that leaves 5 unused. When you push it twice, you will use 2 sets of 4, which is 8, but you had 15, and that leaves 7 unused. And when you push it twice, you'll push 8 again, but you had 10, so that leaves 2 unused. So left over excess is 5 nuts and 7 bolts and 2 washers. Now, how many times did you push it? 2 times. That's the max. So every time you push it, this says you'll get 2 and 3. And you can push it 100 times or whatever. That's fine, but then it multiplies. If the recipe says makes 10 cupcakes and you run it 3 times, then you get 30 cupcakes. So when we push it twice, we won't get 2 and 3. We'll get 4 and 6. And I need you to write this out like this, and don't put 2 sets, and get this right. It's right there. It's right there. Copy it in. That what do we get? We get twice this number of that thing and twice this number of that thing. Let's go to a harder one. Number 5 is a little weird. So notice how washers are in 2 places, 3 places. Let's not start there. Let's start with something else then. How about nuts? I need 8 nuts in. I mean, that means I need 8 nuts out. That's got to be an 8 right there. That's 8 bolts in. That's got to be 8 there for 8 bolts out. Now we have a really good idea about washers. And what do I need from the left? What am I going to use on the left? And it's easy to get this wrong, so you have to actually pay attention. This is 5 sets of 2 is 10, plus the other 8 is 18. If 18 go in, 18 need to come out. And how many have I currently accounted for? 8 sets of 1 is 8. 8 sets of 1 is 8. And that's 16. How many more do you need? 2 more. 1 set of 2 more. So every time we push this through, we need 8 nuts and 8 bolts. And remember, we said 18 washers. 5 times 2 is 10, plus the other 8. And obviously we have 40 and 40 and 40. How many 8s can you push through 40? Exactly 5. How many 8s can you push through 40? Exactly 5. How many 18s can you push through 40? And the answer is 2, because you would hit 36 and you're not able to go on anymore. So we have to cross out the 5s and say we can really only push it through twice, because when you hit twice, you will have run out of enough washers to go on. So we'll push it through twice. When I push it through twice, I will use 16, but I had 40, which leaves 24. When I push it through twice, I will get 2 sets of 8 is 16, but I had 40, which leaves 24. When I push 18 through twice, I'll use 36, but I had 40, which leaves 4. So I have 24 and 4 excess are left over from here to there. How many times did I push it through? Twice. So I won't get 8, I'll get 16. I won't get 8, I'll get 16. I won't get 1, I'll get 2, because every time you push it through, you get 8, but I did it twice, so I get double that, and then double that, and then double that.